What's up YouTube? It's Cliff2475 and you're watching the review on the Hakkotsu Thunder B sound grenade for Airsoft, Paintball, and your military simulation games. So, what I have here is all the main parts of the Thunder B. I've broken it down into all the main components because recently I lost one of my Thunder B shells and parts because it exploded during a match and I didn't really know what was inside, so I didn't know what to look for to fix it. So what I have it broken down to is all the main parts, like I said. You have your main shell, obviously, your pin, your CO2 cartridge, your end cap for the CO2 cartridge, which goes into the cylinder, your spoon and head assemblies, your containing unit for the pin, or the needle right here, your spacer ring for your CO2 cartridge, and your spacer ring or timer ring for the pin itself. So, I'm going to go into assembling this so you know how it all goes together. Alright, so when you first get your grenade, you're going to get maybe 2 or 3 of these little spacer rings right here, and they're called timer rings because what they do is they go onto your pin head right here. Ah, that's sharp. This piece is really sharp, be careful. And the more you add, the farther this pin will be away from the mouth of the CO2 cartridge. So therefore, the more gas will be released by having more pins, or more rings. So more rings equals more gas, which equals shorter fuse. So if you want a longer fuse time, you want to take these rings away. So once you have that ring slid on, you take your containing cap right here, and this goes in this way into your cap, and you have that. Once you do that, you take your cylinder and your CO2 ring, and that goes inside the front end of your cylinder. Look for the side with the threads on the outside right here. This has threads too, but it's on the inside. You want threads on the outside, and that's where your cap's going to go. Then your CO2 cartridge comes right up in here, and you put your end cap on. Just like that. So on the inside you should have your CO2, the little black ring around it for your spacer that keeps the CO2 from moving. As you can hear, it's not really wiggling around in there. And then you have these main parts. So then what you do is you take your housing unit for your pin and your grenade spoon and head assembly, and this piece right here goes right in that hole. You kind of put that back in there and twist it, and that locks everything in place. Be careful with this step. My hand has slipped and I've impaled myself on that needle right there, and that is extremely sharp. Alright, so the next thing you do is you want to kind of put this together, but first you have to put your pin in place, because what happens is when you pull the top part of this spoon up, it raises the needle just enough so that you can put your pin in without worrying about puncturing the CO2 cartridge early and setting your grenade off when you don't want to. So that's that. Then you just put the cylinder into the head assembly, like so. And then you put the whole thing into your shell. Hakkotsu makes a million different types of shells for this. You have your pineapple shell, you have your sound flash shell, and then you've got your flashbang shells, and a whole bunch of others in between. They really have a lot, so depending on the level of realism you're going for, you can have any kind of shells. I prefer to use the pineapple because I like the idea of shrapnel going everywhere, and I am also into filling my grenades with all kinds of things, from itching powder to airsoft BBs to water. It doesn't work too well, but still. I'm going to take this outside to test it and let you guys see what that's like. Alright, so I couldn't find any volunteers to come out here and help me with this, so I'm just going to be tossing it in the grass instead of at some people as I originally planned, but I already have a test of that which will follow this test that you will see in a little bit. Anyway, So, a couple things you need to know about this grenade is that it detonates at 130 decibels. That is about the same as a jet engine taking off over your head in terms of loudness. So, tossing this into a building or something will definitely clear the room very effectively. You can fill this with various objects like water, BBs, powder, anything like that really to enhance the looks, but it doesn't quite detonate with enough force to make that worthwhile. This works by the gas being released, the container swelling up, and then bursting, which causes the noise. Since I'm holding the camera, I can't really pull the pin, but by letting go like this, should be able to get the pin out. Oh, maybe not. Here we go. Alright, and there's the pin. Okay, and you can hold this for as long as you want, but as soon as you let the spoon go, that will puncture the container and cause the grenade to go off. So, I'm going to just drop this right here, and back away.
Do it, do it.
And there we have it. Alright guys, this has been the YouTube review on the Hakkotsu Thunder B sound grenade. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment, rate the video, you know the whole 9 yards. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you guys later.